how many third graders could you fight off before you become overwhelmed?
Let's be clear up front. None of us would hit a kid.
Right.
But in this situation where I had to,
I'm taking
Yeah.
out like 75.
we're all
like,
over
I'm
6
dead
feet
serious.
tall. I'm kicking a.
I am Shawn Michaels stomping the foot
Here's the thing.
and sweet chin music.
Yeah.
And
Eventually,
35.
they're going to take you down eventually, right? But like the first 15,
Yeah.
you're probably the first one that comes. They're flying.
All right. I'm practicing wrestling moves. You ever remember the Shawn Michaels where he's backstage and he's mad at Triple H and he's just, what's your name? He's like, blah, 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 blah. Boom. You
Sweet
made me
chin
kick,
music.
blah, blah, blah.
I'm gonna grab one by the feet and just swing them around.
I'm JBL clothesline.
That's a good idea.
Helicopter it.
You
and just
keep
start
them all
taking-
off.
Giants. What kind of small guys?
Like, he's got to get him. He's got to get him.
We got to pack it up.
He said, because if we don't get it, somebody else is going to get it and drink straight out the bottle.
Cheers.
Welcome back to the Who Effing Knows podcast, guys. We're here for another week with Mr. Aaron Pooley.
Howdy,
Pool.
howdy.
We're gonna have a good time tonight, guys. I got so much in the chamber and nothing at the same time. Tonight I decided we always come in and I joke. He just made fun of me. I don't know if he's gonna clip it or not. I always joke before we actually start recording, and I'm like, I don't know how to start a podcast. How do we start a podcast? And I say it like 10 times, and then we eventually start. Tonight, I know how to start a podcast,
That's great.
and it was like this.
86 episodes in, we finally figured it out.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's what I figured out over the last
85 episodes.
4 hours. The last 4 hours. I realized I've been holding back. I have not been myself on the recent podcasts. Maybe I was in the early days. I don't know what happened. I kind of fell off. And I think this podcast, I think what we need to do for this one and for all of the rest of them is we need to get deep. And I know that's a little scary.
How deep?
Deep. You know,
Deep.
This is a safe space.
you know what I'm talking about here, okay? You can never get too deep. That's the thing. That's what I'm getting at here. I don't want anything to be off limits. There are things that we always we'll talk about everything, but like I feel like we kind of somewhat shy away, or we're like, oh, should we cut that? Like, I don't know.
I don't think we've ever had anything.
Well-
It might have been one thing.
Yeah, well, there's
We'll get
things that I'm always like, should we say that? And then I just don't say it. No more. No mas. Anyways,
No mas.
whether it's religion, I never speak about my faith. I do. I say I'm a Christian, but I never get deeper than that. We're gonna get deeper than that.
Can you throw that over there?
Mental health. We talk about mental health. We don't dive into it,
Light.
guys. I've got a spiel going
We're
here.
listening
Okay.
to you.
I'm
Go
listening.
ahead.
I appreciate it because I was gonna add a topic that I was gonna maybe try to bring up towards the end. It was a
yeah.
little more serious.
We're
So,
doing it. It doesn't have to be serious. We can still have fun, and we're gonna keep it light. But what I'm getting at is, I'm crazy, and the world's gonna see it. Okay. And then with that, let's start the Who Effing Knows podcast. Welcome. Our former president, is a felon. How we feeling?
Well, I know how your neighbor's feeling. I mean, last podcast I came over, he had the flag out, the punching bag came out this time, garage closed, lights off.
There you go.
Buddy's going through it.
It's a sad day.
Buddy's going through it.
He got arrested a long time ago. Voice in the back of the room wants to know if he got arrested. He's been arrested. He finally pled guilty today, or was found guilty today on 34 counts of what was it, like bribery or something? I don't know. What the hell it
know,
was.
man.
I don't follow
Paying
it
a
enough.
side piece.
Just a
Paying a side piece, essentially.
complete shit show of a situation.
So we've got one guy running that can't remember what he ate for breakfast, and another guy who's a felon. So are we okay? Or how we feeling?
I don't know what you want me to tell. I don't know.
Just one thing, it's going to be entertaining. These debates
Is
are
it?
going to be.
It's kind of sad.
Can you still? This is a genuine question. I really don't know. Can you still run for president if you're a felon?
Yeah, but
That's allowed?
You know how we always get the video? It's like you always get the president walking out after they voted for themselves. He can't do that. He can't.
No,
vote for
felons can't
himself.
vote. Felons can't vote in general.
Yeah, so you're not going to get.
Can you vote for yourself?
Yeah, it's
Most
it's
presidents
like a
do.
symbolic thing. Yeah, they just always go vote for themselves.
It's hot in here.
But yeah, so we're not going to get that. We're not going to get the video of him walking out like I voted for myself.
Yeah.
You
You think Melania will go in and vote for him, or does she vote for Biden? Melania?
I don't know, man.
Do you not know his wife's name?
Yeah, but I thought you said Melania.
I said Moana. That's what I said.
If
If you're going to be the voice in the back of the room, it has to be substantial comments. You can't derail what we're doing.
is this not just a depressing topic? Like, it really is just kind of depressing.
It's only depressing if you let it be depressing.
The country right now is depressing.
Yeah.
The world's depressing. And that's why I want to get deep, Dave. Get deep with me, buddy.
I don't know what you want me to say is the problem here. It's the fact that we couldn't do debates on certain days of the week because he had a trial to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that
Now he might be in jail. What happens?
he's not going to jail, man.
I don't think you can rule the country in jail. This isn't a drug operation, okay? And maybe it is. I don't know. But
The worst part of it is, and granted, the account that put it out on Twitter is a Trump person and asked, are you more or less likely to vote for him now? And it was 98% more likely. And I'm willing to bet that 2% was just normal people trying to see how many people said yes.
hell yeah, brother.
That's the sad part, is that little cult he's got
You know what's
is gonna. So last time I said that, TikTok took the video down. Fuck him. Sorry, Victoria.
We're getting deep.
it's okay. This is what I want.
His little cult that he's got,
Yeah.
it just makes him stronger. Like they're like, yeah, we're gonna vote for him more now.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
What's funny, what's the scariest part, not even the cult thing, whatever, he does have a cult. I'll say that right now. Let's just call it out. And if you don't agree, you're probably in it. But the funny part is, like, I still probably would consider voting for him over Joe Biden.
Yeah, it's not a great situation either way. One is definitely a little more agile
Agile.
than the other. One's falling off a bike, and
Yeah. One can
one's
still play
paying a
golf.
side piece.
So, and he pays side pieces. The other one doesn't even know what
Biden's
side
not
piece
paying no side
is.
pieces.
Yeah.
Can't can't even
Get it up?
Yeah,
You can say it.
yeah. He's got a one up on that part into the.
He's got one up. All right. That's it. That's all I want to
This
talk
is where
about.
we're at. I can't believe it. Actually, I can't believe it. I 100% believe it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, anything is
I'm
believable.
ready for debates. Have you ever seen Idiocracy? Never? No? Nobody knows what I'm talking about? So there's a movie called Idiocracy, and basically what happens is a dude gets sent forward into the future. For some reason, I can't even remember. It's failing me now. But he gets to the future, and basically he's the smartest man in the world because the future is just so dumb. He's an idiot. Yeah, he's definitely an idiot. And like he got arrested and he had to do like an IQ test, and he's like putting a block into a block hole, and then like they're like, if this and this, then what is the answer? And he's like, duh. Anyways, yeah, and he ends up becoming like the smartest man in the world, and they were watering their crops with Gatorade, and he's like, no, you have to use water, and they're like, oh my god. And that's where we are.
Well, I was thinking about, like, if you were to go back in time, how would you prove to somebody that you're from the future?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you can't say they had a whole bit about it. It's like, well, you can say cell phones are like, how do they work? Like, they send signals to where a tower. How? I don't know.
There's these things in the sky, right?
They're like, who was
Or
the 19th president? And you're like, oh, she got me there too. Just there's certain things like, how would you prove to somebody 200 years ago that you're from the future?
200 years ago, I would hopefully have some random like knowledge of their time, and I would just be like, in 10 days, this is going to happen.
1824.
Yeah, the Hindenburg is going to explode. When did that happen? I don't know. 1900s probably sometime. There's this ship, right? It's called the Titanic, and there's this horny old lady.
You brought up Titanic. I had a topic. That is somewhat Titanic related.
There you go.
Did you see that we're doing the submarine again?
No, I saw.
Are we? I didn't see
Yes.
this.
Wait, I saved it. All right, I'll read you the post. Okay.
Tell me
Crazy
more.
time.
All right. An Ohio billionaire is planning to take a deep sea submersible to Titanic depths to prove the industry is safer in the wake of the doomed Ocean Gate vessel that imploded last year. Real estate investor Larry Connor of Dayton said he and Triton Submarines co-founder Patrick Leahy, I guess, will plunge more than 12,400 feet to the shipwreck site in a two-person submersible.
Why?
Yeah, this is my question. What is our
Obsession?
society's obsession with trying to like prove the first thing was wrong? They've been building the Titanic 2 for years now. Like, at what point do we realize that Titanic 2 meets Iceberg 2 and we get the same situation?
Well, now ships just run over icebergs, and it's
Well, I
fine.
don't know. But we're doing a submersible. Like,
Yeah, but there was another submersible that went down before the one blew up.
I don't see how you see that happen and you're like, you know what I want to do? Prove it was a fluke.
We're gonna get some great memes out of it. I already saw one in response to that article, and it said the ocean. It said, "Oh yeah, I'm pussy," and so yeah. So
Listen, I'm a firm believer in you play stupid games.
Yeah.
You know what I
win
mean?
Stupid prizes.
Exactly.
Speaking of rich people, just in general, like, why are rich people so insane? Like, think about it. Like, all these rich people in the world do like the most insane things. Like Elon Musk and what's the dude from Amazon? Bezos. Like, all of a sudden they got obsessed with going to space. Why? Why do you want to go to space?
you gotta chase a new high.
Yeah,
What-
I guess
like,
if you have all the money in the world and can literally just do anything, like what if you had just like rich money, not even their money, and could just do anything and go anywhere? Where are you going?
I don't know, an island somewhere probably, and just hang out,
Okay,
just chilling.
right? They own the island,
Okay,
so they're there all
So
the
they're-
time.
so
So
they're
they're like,
bored?
what's next?
yeah, that's fair.
Be
That's
careful-
fair. That's
be
this
careful
brings
with
up another
islands.
question. I actually saw this recently. If you could be your current life, right? I think somebody was talking about this on Barstool recently. If you could be either the richest person in the world at any point back in history, or like who you are right now and the way you live life right now, what year would you like place the cutoff at, right? So like, if you could be the richest person in the world in like 1999,
Word.
are you choosing 1999 or you today? If you could be the richest person in 1925, do you want to be the richest person in the world in 1925 or the way you live today? Because think about it, like today we have
Okay, I
internet.
see what you're saying.
You have like things.
So like, do I want to
Technology
be
is
the
so much
richest person
more-
in the world when there was no power,
Exactly.
or do I want to have my life today?
Sweating my ass off with
I get
terrible
it.
AC.
I get it. Okay, I didn't understand the question. There was a lot of words in it at first, and I didn't understand what you were asking me. Okay, so if I'm in that time period, do I still have like my current family?
Maybe. I don't know.
Mm.
Yes, but just
Because that's that's the holdup.
But back then,
Okay, if I have them,
So they're working.
do I get to choose the time?
yeah, you get to tell me whatever time you want to go back to. What's the late, like
It'd be like the 90s.
how long ago would you go?
It'd be like the early 90s. I don't think I could go any earlier than that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like the richest person in the world for the Great Depression.
That's, I mean, the Great Depression, the people that were rich during the Great Depression were living it up, though. Like, have you ever seen The Great Gatsby?
Yeah, but see, I feel like that's right up your alley. If you could be the Great Gatsby, you would be the Great Gatsby.
I would just be hanging out around the pool
See, I feel
With
like
flapper girls
the pot.
and a cigar.
I feel like early 90s is when we start like really dipping into some cool technology, and that's what I want to spend my money on. So that's where
You mean you don't want to ride around a gas-powered Ford, just going around and
A horse and buggy.
like if I could be the Wolf
gold
of Wall
rim.
Street,
Yeah.
that's what I'm imagining.
Well-
Without the drugs.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
But like he's got the cool car, he's got a badass house. Like that's what I want.
okay, but in the 1920s, like, cool cars and badass houses were different. It was just a different societal idea and
Yeah, I
belief.
don't want that.
Okay.
No, I don't want to be part of the.
You don't
roaring
want
20s.
the
like I don't want to be. I don't
Model
want to be
T?
Elvis. That's not
Whatever.
cool.
I don't know. Elvis, is that what you said?
Yeah,
It was like the 50s or 60s.
I don't know, man.
Not the 20s.
I don't know.
Millennials.
Honey.
I'm a millennial, by the way. Just a joke.
So is that what yours would be? You think? Would
I don't
be?
know what it'd be. I think it would probably be like the 80s. I feel like the 80s would be a really cool time to be the richest person in the world.
I think
I
it's
don't
hard
even know
not to
why.
pick something right now, just for how far technology is advanced and like how much. Like if I wanted to just have those little jet-powered shoes out on the water, I can just go do that. I can fly just wherever I want to go in these super high-powered jets and
Yeah.
just go do crazy stuff that I may not be able to do back in the day. But
So
I don't
you're-
want to wear a suit all the time when it's
Yeah,
90
that's-
degrees
that's-
outside.
I'm with you.
It's
Yeah.
110 degrees outside, and I'm dressed up in pants and a 3-tiered suit.
Brother,
I'll
I'm trying
pass
to wear
on that.
I'm trying to wear basketball shorts and a t-shirt
Yeah.
98% of the time.
Now I
You want to be Adam Sandler.
Well, yeah, I just want to be me right now.
Okay.
now well, go ahead.
if you could go back in time and if you could go back in time and be responsible for one invention,
One invention.
what would it be?
Jeez. Sorry, my brain went left, and it's not the invention I would choose, and I'm not saying it. Sorry, we're not getting
I
that
thought
deep.
nothing was off limits. Here.
Not
This is
saying
the
that
whole
one.
theme.
Shit. I don't know.
I've never thought about this,
I don't know.
but it just came to my mind.
Who's the most famous inventor? What did they invent? That's what I'm trying to think of right now. Like,
What do you? I mean, like,
Who's known for inventing something?
yeah, like if you give me electricity, you like literally nothing happens
light bulb
without
or something.
electricity,
Okay.
right? So that's cool, I guess.
Or what
But
was Alexander Graham Bell? What did he do?
the telephone.
There you go.
Doo-doo.
Eli Whitley.
But if you could, just be like,
Cotton gin.
Bubble gum would be cool.
You want to invent bubblegum?
Yeah.
So you want to own the Cubs?
Yeah.
I like that. See, that's what I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to think of something
Yeah,
random,
Something fun. but
like
just he was the
I
inventor
don't know
of
if anybody
bubble gum.
connected those dots.
something that just keeps on giving,
Yeah.
like Beanie Babies.
Yeah, maybe. Were you a Beanie Baby kid? Do you collect them?
No. I collected wrestling action figures.
Okay.
I had hundreds of them.
Me too. I had quite a bit myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do for hours. Just
So you-
sit on the floor and just
Just play with dolls.
pretty much.
That's fine. I did
It's
too.
real to me, damn it.
I did too. When I was a kid, I first time I ever played with a doll, I was at my cousin's house. I didn't have action figures yet. It was a damn doll, and I stole her Barbie dream car, which was like a Corvette. And my favorite thing was to put Barbie and Ken in it and throw it down the stairs. So
Traumatizing.
it was kind of like a feminine thing, but very manly at the same time.
Patty
So-
keeps throwing my toys down the stairs. You kind of brought up outfits and stuff, and we kind of talked about that. So I had it led into one of my kind of fun questions for the day. if
Let's
you don't
do
mind. If you had to pick one outfit for the rest of your life to wear, what would it be?
You're looking
And
at
before you answer, really think about the consequences of what. So my immediate answer was t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah.
Where am I living?
No. So that's the first question I had. You
would
said you have
say-
to think of the consequences.
Am I living here,
Yes.
like in Louisiana?
Yeah.
Can I stay
For
inside when it's
contextual
cold?
purposes. You can do whatever you want to do. You just have to wear the same outfit.
Okay. Do I have like accessories that I can randomly put on, or is it just like if I have
Yeah.
a jacket I just randomly want to throw on? Can I do that?
That's,
No jacket.
That's part of the outfit.
But it
Jackets are not
stays
allowed.
on
Can I-
100% of the time.
Can I walk around with a blanket?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say so.
Sold. T-shirt and shorts.
Yeah,
So-
I was this.
So this, I immediately said the same thing, but then the more I started to think about it, so your daughter's wedding, you're gonna be the asshole that comes in a t-shirt and a short to walk your daughter down the aisle. Funerals, all black. You come in t-shirts and some shorts.
I'm assuming we live in a world where everybody's making these choices, and I think you'd be remiss to not believe most people are going to choose t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah.
So I think it would be
Yeah.
rather normal.
See, I kind of changed my answer from t-shirts to shorts to like something safe, khaki pants and a polo.
You're going to wear khaki pants and a polo every day,
Yeah.
all day?
Yeah, I mean,
You're going to go
it's
swimming?
it's
and-
the most universally.
So-
the right
so
word?
you go to the beach.
appropriate for everything.
so you go to the beach.
I thought about going like
You're walking out on the beach in khaki pants and a polo. You're getting in the ocean
Hey,
in khaki pants and a polo.
I thought
So-
about going like lightweight joggers in a t-shirt. 'Cause at least
Maybe.
you get like some pants that aren't too hot,
Yeah.
and you still get the t-shirt.
Yeah.
It feels safe. I feel like you could dress up some joggers
So
a little
here's
bit.
the thing. You're not dressing no one's dressing up. Going back to the wedding thing. Oh, it's a black tie affair. No, it's not.
See, I assumed it
Everybody's
was
wearing
just
black ties every day.
You. I assumed it was just you.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
then-
yeah. it
Which in
is.
that case, you just get married on a beach, and then shorts and t-shirt are appropriate.
Yeah. Sorry, honey. I'm only paying for a beach
There
wedding.
you go.
You go to a
Funerals.
nice dinner.
This is what he would have wanted.
Go to a nice dinner. They're in a dress. Everybody's in suits, and you just walk in a t-shirt and shorts.
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hopefully
Oh, it's just Patty being Patty.
The asshole. He has the balls to just come in here in a t-shirt and a
Listen,
shorts.
if you are a big enough character, I think you can pull it off. You know what I mean? If you're just like, yes,
That's Patty.
this is me. They're gonna be like, yeah, that's totally you.
That's deep Patty, man. He just comes in here. And,
Yeah.
so t-shirts and shorts. I guess. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stick with the polo and the khaki pants. I feel like it's most universally appropriate.
Yeah.
Sucks in the summertime. Be great in the wintertime.
I don't think I'm worried about
I could go
being
golfing.
appropriate.
Go golfing. Be appropriate.
I don't think I'm worried about being appropriate.
Basketball would suck.
I was gonna
Playing
say,
any physical, doing anything.
what kind
physical.
of shoes are you wearing with this outfit? Tennis shoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
This,
Yeah, I
it's-
feel like dress shoes would kind of get.
Yeah, you're not doing a lot in dress
No.
shoes. Your
It
feet are
would be
gonna hurt.
like dress shoes or like workout shoes that are kind of close to dress shoes, but not really.
Do you get to like re-buy the same outfit over and over, or
That's what I
like
was-
does it just get older?
Do I get to wash it? Like what happens?
Yeah.
What happens
I
here?
think it's like
You just stand around naked for a while you're washing it. That's all you get.
you're like Peter Griffin. You know, you're just wearing the same outfit over and over again. And you open the closet and it's just the same outfit, just 14 uniforms.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So.
That's fine.
Hmm.
Every South Park character.
Yeah.
A lot of cartoon characters wear the same outfit actually every day. Now that I'm thinking about it. Doug.
Did Arnold wear pants?
Yeah, did Arnold wear pants? You ever seen Hey Arnold?
Overrated.
First of all, nobody asked you if it was overrated. We didn't ask for your wrong opinion. We just asked if he wore pants.
I feel like he has brown pants, does he? I'm trying to picture what he wears.
He's got like, I think what it is, it's like a weird sweater tied, but they don't show the tie, and it almost looks like it's like a skirt that covers his legs.
Or is it just a long shirt?
Or no, because he's got a shirt and then something under it.
People wear shirts under their shirts.
I'm just trying to see who. I have it pulled up. I'm just trying to see who gets the closest here.
It's like a checkered looking. It looks like a shirt.
Yeah, it looks like a flannel. It's like he's got a flannel tied around his waist.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a green shirt.
With
It's
green pants, huh?
it might be. It almost looks like he's got a polo with like a pullover sweater over it,
under
and then so it's like he's got the polo with a sweater, but then another sweater tied around his waist.
With the sweater tied around
What a
it. It's just a long shirt underneath.
That you know what that might be it. I think that's what it is because the collar is the same as the
It's like a long
man is wearing. He's essentially wearing a sundress with a cardigan over the top of it.
Nice.
What a fit.
Way to go.
Swagged out.
Florida. Sing that again. What was that? We had a random Taylor Swift reference in the back. The back of the crowd's getting wild.
Banger.
Peanut gallery out here. What else we got?
What else we got? What are some things that you never used to get excited about, but now you do, now that you're older?
Church.
Sleep. Church. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Dead
I
serious.
can see that.
Yeah. As a kid, I would go to church, and like even though like I remember the first time I went to church with a buddy of mine, and it was not the traditional church. I'll just say it like that. Okay. I get in and they're jamming. All right, which is the kind of church I go to now, which is nice. But I'm
See,
like,
wait a minute. Y'all didn't tell me that. When she said you should invite me, you didn't tell me it was that kind of church.
well, I mean,
That would get me to come.
it's fun. There's a worship band. They rock out for like 30 minutes, and
See?
then there's a pastor who sings all the time. Actually, he just likes to sing, so he'll randomly throw things in. I'm like, what are you?
Surprising the first time you hear him, you're like, wait a second.
Yeah. So, anyways, as a child, I'm in church, even in these kind of churches, and I'm like falling asleep because I'm like, why am I here? I'd rather be playing like Banjo Kazooie or something, you know. You know what Banjo Kazooie is? You made me buy it on PlayStation, and you didn't play it.
Banjo Kazooie?
Yeah. Anyways, church.
I was thinking like grass cutting TikToks.
Yes.
Like I will go down a rabbit hole of somebody just flipping the weed eater over and perfectly edging their grass. I could watch that for an hour.
But as a child, you didn't do that.
As a child, I didn't want to ever cut the grass or do anything like that. But now it intrigues me. Organization, Jesus.
Church.
Watching people organize things. It makes my heart happy.
Did you say that because of organs? I'm now I'm like trying to figure out the connection.
Well, he said
I said
Jesus. You
Jesus.
said church. So I said, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, those kind of things just like make me smile. I like watching
I
people.
do really like those actually a ton.
That kind of led into mine. Mine was going to be mowing the grass. Like I used to be a chore for mine. I used to hate mowing the grass.
So you love going
And
to war.
I don't get excited for mowing. I don't get exciting for mowing the grass. Yeah. So then I guess I like war. You know, something that excites me that didn't excite me before.
Just
No,
saying.
but just finishing mowing the grass and just kind of looking back at it and open the blinds up and you just kind of look up.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
an
sure
OCD thing.
A lot of people, as they get older, love to look back at it.
Yeah.
It's just something that comes with age.
Yeah, you know, you gotta spice it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You look back at what you did. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Long car rides.
No.
Well, okay, not
Road
like
trips?
9 hour long.
Like road trips, or because road trips can be exciting. I used to hate having to be in the car for 8-9 hours,
Yeah,
but when you're
as a kid, after like hour
Looked at-
one, you're like, oh, this is enough.
Road trips are exciting in principle. Even today, if you're like, hey, we should go this place and it's 8 hours away and we could stop here and we can stop here and we can do this and we can do this. About 2 hours into that trip, I'm like, why did we sign up for this?
I think it
Why are
depends
we
on the
doing
people
this?
you're with. I think he'll back me up on this. When we went to Miami, and that's a 13-hour trip, and the group we had with us, the drive there and back may have been just as much fun as the trip itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I don't know.
It was a blast.
Who were these people? Because these people didn't come with us when we drove to Disney.
Him, Chad. He did actually. Chad was in his own
asleep
world in the back.
In the back seat. He didn't say
Probably
a
had his
word.
headphones in and was on his phone. I could see Chad.
Didn't say a word. My wife's sleeping in the driver's seat. Your wife's sleeping,
Driver's seat. I wasn't
or in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was sleeping in the driver's seat. It was a wild ride.
We also were going for like a bachelor party though. I think it was your bachelor party, so it was like a whole different vibe.
Okay,
Miami is also
maybe.
it's
I don't
just
know.
a fun place.
When we were going to Disney, for me, that was the vibe I was going for.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone was tired.
I wasn't tired. I was awake, but I was in the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. I don't think I could have. Be honest with you, I don't think you were letting me.
I would have let you.
It's all right. It's all right. I don't know. Anyway, what else we got?
That's it. I'm out. Bye.
Bye. Sayonara.
Sayonara, sucker. I
Sayonara.
probably have more. I wrote some stuff down randomly.
What else did I write down to?
2 hour long of us last night.
Can you sentence a homeless person to house arrest?
Can I what?
Sentence a homeless person to house arrest? That was a thought that came through my mind.
Why?
I mean, I guess technically, because like house arrest is just being like in a geo-fenced location. So like, yes, you could put a tag on them, an air tag essentially, and say, hey, if you leave this location, you're going to jail. And I'll be honest, if I'm a homeless person on house arrest, I'm probably going to leave that location.
Yeah.
Take me to jail.
Yeah, follow-up question. What can you do to a homeless person? I mean, I've seen them defecate in front of my hotel in New Orleans, and a cop just say, get out of here. And I'm
Dead.
like, well, what can they?
Dead serious. Like if you're a homeless person, do you just go to jail?
Yeah.
Like
They
if
don't
you
want-
if you
they
were
don't
that
want you in
low,
jail.
I know, but like you commit a bad enough crime, like
Yeah,
Congrats.
Where is the line?
you got free stay and food. Like
It's like, please, I've murdered 4 people. Please take me to jail. I need to sleep in a bed. Like, what is the line?
I don't know.
Care in jail?
Doubt it.
I mean, they have to. I mean, it's probably not great, but legally, they are supposed to take care of you.
What if you give birth in jail? Who gets the cake?
Someone else. They don't stay in jail with you. Your child does not sit.
All
in
of
the
my
prison.
knowledge on that is based on Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then you watch Grey's Anatomy to your doctor.
Yeah. Except you probably actually do learn some stuff from Grey's Anatomy. I don't think Orange is the New Black was. It probably wasn't that accurate. Who knows?
What's your favorite theater?
Favorite? What do you mean?
Theater, like a show, like a. Do you ever watch the theater?
The
Oh, like what's my favorite like play?
Yeah.
Theater.
I saw The Lion King live. It changed my life.
I fell asleep on it.
I'm jealous.
What?
Knocked out.
Oh my god.
Not jealous of you sleep. I'm jealous of you not doing it.
Nah. What a time that was. What a time.
And he's knocked out snoring.
Wow.
Snoring.
We
First act, second act, then beginning, the end.
we saw Aladdin live
Yes.
too. Also fun.
The whole thing.
I was tired.
Were you tired going into it?
Yeah, I was tired going into
I-
it.
I
I'm a
had-
sleepy boy.
I had way more fun than I thought I was gonna have. I really did. It was a blast.
Yeah.
It made me want to go back to see more plays. Like we were leaving, I was like, "Oh, Elf is coming! I want to go see Elf.
Elf.
I want to go." Like there were so many different things I wanted to go see, and all we ever went back for was Aladdin.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a good time.
They got some balls to charge the prices that they want to charge for play tickets. I mean, that's why I didn't go to Lion King last time, because I'm like, oh, I'll take me and my wife to go, and it was like $140 a piece, and I'm like, eh.
It wasn't that expensive the first time. We were right up front, like second row.
How much you pay?
I think we paid like.
It's not even the greatest seats because you have to look up.
Oh, it was fine. It was worth the money.
We sat like on the bottom, but kind of in the back. But we
Yeah.
had like the VIP whatever stuff,
Ooh.
and that's
Yeah.
that's honestly what made me tired. You get one free drink,
Mm.
so I had one drink, and then I went and sat my little butt in the seat, and I was
Aladdin, we
like,
sat in the balcony.
I'm tired.
Yeah. Aladdin, we sat in the balcony, which was cool. It was a little bit better, but it was. I had fun. It was a blast.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go see Hamilton, but that's expensive. You talk about expensive.
All
Goodness.
Broadway
What's
little
your
plays like that.
Favorite like Broadway song, or not Broadway, but just theater song, like a play song, if you had to think of one.
Oh, I don't even know if I could tell you
Yeah.
one. Like
You said Hamilton, so I know that. Alexander
yeah,
Hamilton.
that's
That's what I was thinking.
There's like there's a pretty much a Broadway version of like every musical movie. So I'm gonna go with like Grease.
Yeah,
Probably would be
Grease 2, right?
yeah, Grease too.
Grease 2 is a banger.
Not a musical.
Grease 2 is 100% a musical. Okay, it's off Broadway.
It was the
Bro.
No one listen.
it was the High School Musical of back in the day.
High School Musical.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. He had it coming. He had it coming. Cell Block Tango. That's the name of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rent. Chicago.
Mm.
I don't know plays. I'm just asking questions
I
here.
don't know
Just
places
don't
either.
sound-
It's definitely not popular. That's your favorite.
Hmm.
Jeez. Just
Um,
answer for me.
Are movie theaters dead?
Yes.
See,
I asked because of
yeah,
him.
and I almost had this as a topic as well because for a while, once COVID ended, everybody thought movie theaters were dead, and then they kind of somewhat made a resurgence. But then Mad Max kind of had a flop in the box office. Fall Guy kind of had a flop in the box office.
Yeah.
I would like to say they're back because the other day I was talking and on my off days I somehow started to normalize just going to the movie by myself. I enjoy it.
What do you watch? Like, what do you go see? Because I have a thought. I want to hear what you have, but I have a thought before I lose it and get past it.
What did we go see? What was the last time we went to see? Oh, we took
Fuck
the
my
kids.
thought.
Ninja Turtles.
Thought doesn't matter.
Ninja Turtles.
We took the kids to
Midget
go see
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
That's the indie
Ninja
version.
Turtles. The what?
She said midget turtles. That's the indie version.
Oh, Jesus.
Little people.
Oh,
It was an
my
independent
goodness.
film, the midget turtles. It was a short film though, so
You know what's give me your thought because I don't.
I lost it.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. That's
What's
why I was trying to
crazy-
get it out.
What's crazy about the movie theater we
you
go
can blame
to?
your wife.
I blame Dave. He cut me off and
Sorry.
just kept talking. I
Sorry.
was like, oh, fuck.
Sorry. What's crazy about the movie theater we go to is somehow after COVID it got 10 times nicer.
I remembered it. Sorry, go ahead.
You want to
Get it while you're hot.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
No, so I don't think it's that movie theaters have died in general. I think movies have just died. Like I was telling her last night. So we went to date night last night, had dinner and all that, and we were like, hey, you want to watch a movie, get home? And in my head I was like, yes, that sounds awesome. And then I was like, what are we gonna watch? We spend so much time just scrolling. I can't remember the last time I saw a movie coming out and I was like, oh, I really want to see that. Like there's just nothing
I
that
used to
excites
feel
me.
I used to feel like that way with like when movie theaters were a huge thing, especially like in high school and stuff like that. Just there were so many good horror movies like that were coming out at a time you had to see it in theaters. You're like, man, I gotta go see
Yeah.
this new as Insidious or The Conjuring. You're like, man, I gotta go see this in theaters. And now it's just like,
You have a few that horror movies you're excited about, right?
Yeah,
They're
The
coming out?
Strangers is coming out. I already told.
is it out?
Not yet. It's coming out.
I thought it was.
I already told Courtney to clear her schedule and I told him if she don't want to go, he's coming with me. I'll go by myself. I don't care. But that's the thing. There's certain movies that are just better in theaters.
Yeah, a lot
Now-
of the like Marvel movies.
I
Exactly.
saw
Yeah.
Dune 2. That was very
Like,
great
man,
in IMAX.
that was a moment.
Yeah,
That was such a fun thing to experience because it was like what 10 years worth of movies
yeah.
all just coming into like one ending.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people standing up and giving like a round of applause to a movie is a whole thing.
It's not technically over though. Now I'm playing devil's advocate. Like the most recent Spider-Man was
Yeah.
massive. It was so good. And if you didn't watch it in the movie theater, you missed out.
Right.
Certain movies, I don't think it's just certain movies will get people out now. I think a superhero movie will almost, like a major superhero movie, like a Spider-Man movie is gonna get people out to the theater. I would imagine any Batman movie.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
They've flopped so hard the last.
Justice.
Pretty.
That was actually solid.
I actually did see that
Yeah.
in theaters too.
It's probably maybe Marvel movies. Like if you put like the next Thor movie that comes out will probably
Yeah.
get people there.
Got another Avengers one coming out, I believe so too.
Yeah. Now scary movies are better in the theater, but it's almost only better if you have a whole theater there and you get everybody reacting to it. If you're by yourself, like it's cool to see it like that, but it's not the same.
See, but you talked about it as well. You said there's just really not going out, and I was like, well, there's, but then on Sunday, me and my wife had the house to ourselves, and we're like, let's go get dinner and let's go watch a movie. And I look up all the movies in theater. I'm like, nothing's like
Nothing
really eye
tickles.
popping,
tickles your
And it's
fancy.
like back in the day, there was at least 2 or 3. I felt like at
don't know.
all times that was worth going to go see.
I don't know if that's what it is though. I think what it is when you used to look at the movies, you knew when you saw movies that were coming out in theaters, you weren't going to, if you didn't go see them in theaters, you knew you weren't going to get to see them for like sometimes a year. Now you're like,
Yeah.
if I don't want to see this, I can wait a couple weeks.
Fall Guys is a perfect example. It literally came out 2 weeks ago, and now
Yeah.
you can rent it on stream
So like there
It's
was
like,
an
for the same
urgency.
price.
It could be like a movie that you kind of wanted to see, and you were like, if I kind of want to see it, I gotta go.
Yeah.
So you just wait until the crowds died down a little bit, and then you'd go, or you go catch it on like a Tuesday when the movies were cheaper.
Yeah.
But now you're like, if I don't really want to see it, then I'll just
Some movies
Yeah.
straight to streaming.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
But like you just said y'all didn't know what to pick. That's kind of like the beauty of the movies in a way.
Oh, it's
like
limited. and-
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
these are like the 10 movies you get to choose from.
Right.
Now, if there's not one you want to see, you just don't go. But if you were like our only option to the movies, you probably could have a good time.
Yeah.
Now you have so many options because you have Amazon Prime. You have
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a ton of options. I remember as a kid, I think I remember the movies were an event too.
Friday
Like it's
nights,
not
man.
like an event anymore. I remember my mom used to take me to like the dollar movies. Like there was some
Yeah.
random cheap theater that had like dollar movies, and it was always old movies, and like it was awesome.
The one in Slidell used to do that too. But it was also like one of the only places, not only, but like one of the places where your parents like felt comfortable just dropping you off
Yeah.
and like letting you just go have a couple hours.
Yeah, but nowadays you can't
You
go
think that would fly nowadays?
It would not fly.
Yeah.
No.
Kids dropping off at the movie theaters.
Yeah.
You have to be like 18 and up to go after like
Kids-
8 o'clock.
Kids nowadays are doing a lot of
You
different
got
things.
curfews
Okay.
nowadays.
They
Yeah,
do.
curfews back in the Gap too.
But like our movie theater, not over here, the one that we go to in Slidell, like they've upgraded so much. It's got like the full recline seats. They sell alcohol, so it's like a whole
See,
thing.
but
Now,
that,
like
that,
we have movie tavern over here,
Yeah.
and that's the different thing. But the one is it's so comfortable.
that's what gets me. Like I'm off. I go see it at 11 o'clock. Like a few Mondays ago, I went and saw Planet of the Apes. Got me some nachos, a large Coke Frosty, sat in a huge recliner chair that had heated seats, and I just kicked it back and watched Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
You know,
Get your
It's
hands.
just kinda
off
like a
me,
very
you
comfy
damn
thing.
dirty ape. Sorry.
It is. It's. I understand going by yourself. Like it can be just like a.
I always thought like who could do that, and then I did it like 3 or 4 times in the past couple months. I'm like,
Amazing.
hey,
I used to
I
feel
get
that.
it.
I used to feel that way about going like get lunch by myself.
I don't know if I've made that. Yeah,
You know what? When I had to go do all my training for work, I would get the first week I went, I'd get it to go. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of eating this food cold by the time I get back to the hotel. So I just would go sit at the bar and eat by myself. And then you realize like it's not that weird. There's a million other people doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just like anytime I come to go to the driving range, I'll go sit and grab like a burger and a beer by myself.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't have to
that
sit at
you
the
know what?
bar, it's fine.
That might be the key. I've never sat at a table by myself. I don't know if I'd want to do that.
What?
He wants a beer.
You would like a
He
beer.
wants a beer.
You kissed at me to ask for a beer? Is that-
I thirsty.
But yeah, I could.
I'm a baby.
You're
That's-
definitely somebody that's willing to go sit by themselves.
I'll sit by myself.
And eat.
100% sit by myself. I prefer the bar, but yeah, I'll sit by myself.
Yeah, I've never tried to sit at a table myself. That is a little bit more weird.
Like a booth.
But I think I'd
like
be-
a booth you're talking about.
Yeah, that feels odd. That almost feels like if somebody walks by, like they just imagine you got stood up.
That's when you get on a TikTok like this man is all by himself. His wife died.
Oh, but let's talk about it. We can talk about that. Why? What is the obsession people have now with like filming themselves doing everything? Like they had that lady that like went viral recently. She's like crying because somebody broke up with her.
When she's like making a cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then her husband like exposes her.
Yeah.
But why are we doing that?
First of all, who would,
Obviously that's the reason is to get the views.
we talked last week about red flags, right? If you are recording yourself crying in any way, shape, or form, that is a massive red flag. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just say you're looking for attention. You could just get on camera and say, hey, guys, I would like attention.
We should test that. We should test that theory. Just record a video and be like, hey, I want attention and see how much.
It's not going to get any traction. You have to be crying or showing TNA or something.
TNA.
I didn't want to say tits and ass, but, you know,
For somebody who didn't want to.
Nothing's off limits, Patty. Nothing's off limits.
sorry.
Any attention is attention, right? Like
Good attention, bad attention. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
all attention. You're right. You're not
Mhm.
wrong. That's the world we live in.
It's true.
And our former president's a felon. So
Yikes.
I'm sorry.
Yikes.
It's not even like
Yikes.
it's funny. People are going to listen to this just like our wrestling podcast where I just kind of crap all over AEW all the time and people probably just assume I hate AEW. It's not that I hate AEW or Donald Trump. It's just facts are facts. And, you know, I'm going to spit the truth. What?
I'm speaking for myself. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, gee.
What else did I? I don't know if I
I
had
don't
anything else. I feel like I had one more thing.
I got one more topic. I got one more topic. I just didn't know how to word it because the last one I butchered wording it. So I was like,
I had pay later is the most dangerous innovation ever created.
talk to her. Miss Klarna over here's
Oh, listen.
whatever. It's
I got
the
'em
same
all.
thing. What
I
is
got
it?
'em all.
Klarna, pay,
The hell is that?
afterpay. Yeah.
I got them
Paying
all.
for-
It don't matter. I have so much shit because of that. You tell me I can. It's ridiculous.
Do they
Like-
charge interest? Like, how does this work?
Not all. No, so, well, there are. There
They
are a
probably have
couple.
terms like after 12 months.
How do they make
interest-free.
money?
I don't know, but like Klarna does it. Klarna's like, hey, you could buy this as long as, and you can split it into 4 things.
Do they just get the processing fees? I'm assuming.
you're-
See, I'm thinking
Dude, I
like a
don't
business
know.
person now. I'm like, how does this
So like,
work?
I'll use it for everything. I bought like something from Under Armour for like $60 that I very easily could have just paid for up front. But they're like, oh, you could do 4 payments of $15. Yeah, do that. Like,
Why not?
right, and it's just I bought. I told you I bought that ice chest that was like $250. They're
Yeah.
like over 4 months. Okay, great. No interest. Fine, do it that way. It's dangerous.
I just,
But then it adds
I
up.
don't know.
You start to realize like
Yeah.
there's like 7 payments coming out. That's why it's dangerous. You're like, oh shit, I still am paying $100 and something a month.
Yeah, basically. I grew up in the Rent-A-Center, era or layaway. Rent-A-Center was different though. Layaway, you could just put it there and pay on it over time, and there was no interest. Rent-A-Center, people
but you
would get
couldn't get it right. Layaway, you can't.
layaway.
get it
You
till
couldn't
you
get
pay
it.
it off.
So I was talking specifically about
Right.
Rent-A-Center, where you would go like this was just like TVs and furniture and stuff. But like I knew friends that when they first got their apartments, they wanted to like have nice stuff, so they go to Rent-A-Center and they'd be paying like 20% interest on like a TV, like a $500 TV. They're spending like $3,000 on it. I'm like, whoo, geez. I'm like, I don't know how you're living.
Crying
but
while watching the football game.
like,
That sounds
good for
crazy,
them.
but in a way, like if you get a credit card, most credit cards these days are like 20% interest.
These-
so it's like
Yeah, that's true.
it's kind of like if you go, you see what I'm saying? If you go buy a couch on your credit card, it's the same thing.
But I don't think these built your credit. It wasn't
Yeah,
like
that's
that
true.
kind of credit. It was
Yeah.
just like basically like payday loans almost.
yeah, I don't know. I done bought it's probably my favorite innovation, but it is dangerous because I'll go on the Klarna app and there might be like 3 of them. Now some of them are like $7, but then overall it's like $100 and something a month. You're like, where shit is all my money go?
How many payments
they-
do you have on something that it's $7
No,
a month?
I don't have anything that's like $7
$7 a month.
I think I
for
have like
65
so I have like
months.
a Manscaped subscription where they send like the new razor blades every month or
Why is
whatever.
that? Why is that funny?
It is funny,
Okay.
but like
No,
I think I-
they're a tool, the
can't
weed
smoke.
whacker.
I
That's
think
pretty funny.
it's like $15
The
every
weeder.
3 months, and I think I accidentally chose Klarna as the option, so they charge me like $3 every 2 weeks or something like that.
Honey, what's this $3 subscription?
And I'm just-
Oh, it's my Manscaped
I'm
subscription.
too lazy to go change it. I'm just like, we'll let it. Do. We've already talked about how I'm the Michael Jordan of forgetting to cancel subscriptions.
What happens if you don't pay it? Like, will they come like repo your Manscaped
I
stuff?
don't know. I'm not about to test that theory.
They like send it off to like collectors, I think.
Is
They're
it a
gonna send-
subscription, or you're just
They send
paying
like
for-
$100 bill off to
Like,
collections.
are you
This is
paying for a
rough.
subscription?
Yeah, it's
Or are you
like
paying for the product that you're paying off?
well for like Manscaped specifically, the product is the subscription.
And they just like send you more stuff every month?
Yeah, it's like every 2 months or something like that. I don't know, but I done bought so much stuff. It's crazy.
Don't they have a limit though? Of, like you can't go over a certain amount of money.
Yeah, but here's the thing: there's 10, 12 apps, and you like that's where it gets dangerous. Like if you're not good at managing your money, somebody's gonna get. I mean, I'm sure people already have just got in a ton of trouble doing this. It's essentially layaway, but they're giving you the thing ahead of time,
Yeah, basically.
and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of cool shit because of it.
You are the
Oh, I am the
getting whatever.
Michael Jordan of buying everything.
I feel like you'd be the easiest person to scam.
Ooh.
No, I don't fall for a scam.
Not like a Nigerian prince scam.
Oh yeah, no, not a Nigerian.
What
prince
scam would you fall for if you had to? If there's one that like really got you, what do you think it would be?
I fell for one.
You fell for a scam?
You know what? I did. It was
Tell
a
me
crypto
more.
scam.
It was a what?
A crypto scam.
Oh.
Crypto
Like
scam.
I don't even remember what it was, but it was, I don't know. I think I was trying to like make a little switch or something, and it wasn't real. Something like that. It was a few $100s.
Yeah, it's rough.
But
I blame technology on my scam. So, in Pittsburgh, trying to get some Steeler tickets, and this is when they had transferred them all to all like digital tickets. They don't really give the physical tickets out anymore. Had a guy selling tickets. I messaged him. He said, just send me half of the deposit, and I'll send you the link for the Ticketmaster tickets or whatever. And I'm like, this is a scam. And then we just went back and forth. And then I'm like, man, I just really don't want to get scammed, blah, blah. I send the half of the deposit. He goes, I didn't get it. I said, well, I sent it. So me just being a dumb college kid, I'm like, all right, I'm going to send it. Just make sure. So then I sent it again. All of a sudden, stopped getting text back. And I'm like, I just sent this guy $700 in Apple Pay.
That's tough.
And so then I end up having to get more money to get actual tickets from somebody. And I end up getting it back, luckily, from Apple Cash. But like the whole time I tell myself, I'm like, this is a scam. And then turns out it was a scam.
Yeah.
And I just blame, what happened to physical tickets? Why does everything have to be digital? You go to the Pels game, you go to the Saints game, you have to scan a barcode, you have to scan something.
I love it.
What happened to just physical tickets? That's the coolest part. You get physical tickets. I still have some in my house that I collect from games that I went to way back in the day. You can you even do that anymore?
No.
I mean, you get season tickets.
They don't
Maybe
even-
they're physical.
Nope.
They're not even physical for season
No,
tickets.
a lot of teams don't even give those.
Yep.
anymore.
Gross.
Now, some teams send you these extravagant things. It's still digital, but they'll like send you, like I've seen like the Raiders
Yeah.
when they open their new stadium,
You
send
like
like a whole
fake
box.
rings, Super Bowl
Yeah,
rings.
the Saints are like, here's a letter from Gail Benson. Enjoy.
Cool.
in a fridge magnet of the
But I was
schedule.
going to say, we've had the conversation before. Like, are you ready to embrace like a fully digital world, like where you just need your phone for everything, like your wallet, your license, or whatever? And I would say yes, but I do miss like physical tickets. That's like the one thing. Like I still have my tickets, like my first baseball game, like Major League Baseball game I went to.
Yeah, they're fun. Like you used to get the binders, and you'd open the binder, and you could like rip off the individual tickets and stuff like that.
I used to
And
keep my Saints tickets, my season tickets every year, because I was like, if they win the Super Bowl, I wanted to like make a frame. Have you seen those from like when they won the Super Bowl, where it's like the newspaper and then there's tickets around it? And I wanted to do that, but I wanted it to be my seats. And I was like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do this every year, and then it just
Well, those are
I have one sitting over there. That's why I was like, I looked over here. I was like, can I grab it? I can't grab it.
yeah.
well, those are big. Like you buy the picture frames with like the physical ticket and like a coin or in the score and different stuff like that. And I just feel like, first of all, that's another rant is how horrible Super Bowl logos are compared to like what they used to be. Now they're just
You mean you
Roman
don't like the
numerals,
consistent, like,
purple and
hi, I'm normal. You don't like
I
that?
am normal.
yeah.
Hi, I'm normal.
It's the colors of the team that's making the Super Bowl. It's all a conspiracy theory.
Hi, I'm normal. Sorry, I think about that all the time. The SpongeBob episode where he like becomes normal
Yeah.
is like could be applied to so
He's
many
smooth,
situations.
Smooth and he's
Yeah.
just,
Hi, I'm normal.
Hi, I'm
Normal's
normal.
weird, guys. Okay, don't be normal. Ahoy, mahoy. What? That's not the same episode. That has nothing to do with the topic at
He's
hand.
not. Yeah.
Rough.
I got a fun topic.
Go ahead. We can go all night. I don't care.
How many third graders could you fight off before you become overwhelmed?
I thought we were going back to the rich person conversation, and I was very weirded out.
What age are third graders?
Like 9?
8.
8, 9.
I said 20, but I feel like that's really high.
Do I have a bat?
No, you have no weapon.
Okay.
I said 20.
He's asking if I have to
You're
if I have to
fighting
fight them all.
I'm not saying kill them. I'm saying you're fighting them off
Listen,
like they're zombies.
If you're fighting like they're zombies, you're probably killing them.
But I feel like a good shove, and there's one.
They
Get a
keep
couple
zombies
kicks.
keep coming. Kids are like zombies. Actually, this is a great comparison.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep coming at you.
It's double digits for sure.
It's definitely double
You
digits.
think it's double digits?
Yeah.
See, I thought double digits was too high the more I thought
Listen.
about it, but then I'm like, maybe it's not.
Let's be clear up front. None of us would hit a kid.
Right.
But in this situation where I had to,
Oh, I'm taking
Yeah.
out like 75.
we're all
like,
over
I'm
6
dead
feet
serious.
I
tall.
am-
I'm kicking a.
I am Shawn Michaels stomping the foot
Here's the thing.
and sweet chin music.
Yeah.
And
Eventually,
35.
they're gonna take you down eventually, right? But like the first 15,
Yeah.
you're probably the first one that comes. They're flying.
I'm practicing wrestling moves. You ever remember the Shawn Michaels where he's backstage and he's mad at Triple H and he's just, what's your name? He's like, blah, 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 blah. Boom. You
Sweet
made me
chin
kick,
music.
blah, blah, blah.
I'm gonna grab one by the feet and just swing them around. down.
I'm JBL clothesline.
That's a good idea.
Helicopter it.
You
Just
keep
start
them all off
taking-
you. So I was thinking like wrestling moves going to take too long. Then there's going to be more on you. You got to do quick stuff. I'm talking
JBL
like jabs to the throat.
Clothesline
like,
from hell.
You know what I
Yeah,
think about
that's fine.
the scene from Step Brothers where they go the back way home or whatever, and they get attacked by all the kids.
Make them lick the dog poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
What is the best way to finish? I guess just grabbing
It
them and
depends.
slinging them. That's pretty
I
solid.
think that's pretty solid. I think the first one gets a boot to the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
be
a
honest.
couple sweet chin music.
You gotta
and then,
the first like 6 get something different because you got to see what works best. You grab 2 of them, just
What's
smack
your-
it.
What's your preferred? If you get a weapon, what's your preferred weapon? This is a terrible question because I had one and now I just
Definitely-
Is
realized
it wait
it's a better
against
one.
against
Bad.
8-year-olds?
You said bat, definitely a bat.
So I was thinking
I was
about.
getting ready to say something horrible, but I said,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it. I was thinking
I'm
about
not gonna
it.
say it,
And
but
then
we
I was
all
like-
know the answer.
Probably a machine gun or something. Probably- it's not a great thing, but if they're attacking me,
I'm thinking of flamethrower. You light one on fire, they just
send
chain
a
reaction.
send a message.
they're 8. But I'm thinking of these 8-year-olds like little zombies that are trying to kill me.
Yeah.
That are like infected. You know, this is like
Why don't
I
we
Am
do this?
Legend.
It's not 8-year-olds. It's little people that are the size of 8-year-olds. So
Yeah.
it's an adult you're attacking,
Right.
but he's got the strength and the size of an 8-year-old.
That's actually scarier.
Is it?
I think
Yeah,
that's
they have
scarier.
grown men
I don't
strength.
think so. I think kids are crazier than.
I'm picturing, I guess not an adult, but I'm picturing like a zombie the size of an 8-year-old, and I think for some reason a small zombie, I picture them like flying around, like
See, you're picturing,
like I'm just thinking.
You're picturing zombies. It's not zombies. It's like children or
Yeah.
like Lord Farquaad coming after you.
Give me like a Donatello from Ninja Turtles, like giant stick.
Stick.
And I'm just-
The stick is efficient. I like that.
yeah, I could poke them from a distance. I could smack a couple of them.
What about nunchucks?
Yeah,
don't think
nunchucks
you could-
is real close.
It's not. Yeah,
range.
it's too close
real
range.
close
You need
range.
something
Okay.
with some distance.
And there's a high chance I'm self-damaging myself with a nunchucks to the nuts, and I'm falling, and then I'm screwed after like 5 nunchuck swings.
They might go for the nuts.
They
I
gotta
don't know.
reach me first.
Are these kids smart? Like, what are they?
they're 8-year-olds.
They're 8-year-olds. I mean,
A couple of them have to be smart, but a couple of them have to be,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
not the first time they're taking some hits to the head.
Yeah, that almost makes them scary. You may hit them with a sweet chin music, and they just boom, they take it, and they eat it, and they just keep coming at you.
Goodness gracious. I don't know. Yeah.
So maybe 30.
30,
I went 75. So
75.
yeah.
That's a lot of 8th
I'm,
graders.
I'm a big dude. I think I could have like 5 on me and still be fighting some off.
Yeah.
Like I could pick one up while 4 are on me and swinging them
So
around.
what you're saying is
Like,
that Michael Jordan of fighting 8-year-olds all
yeah, maybe.
in the zombie.
Yeah, I'd have to.
medical apocalypse.
Listen, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to do it very well.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm going to do it right. All right? I'm going to figure it out very quickly. We're going to adapt and overcome.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Did you give a number?
What'd you say?
I initially
You
said
say-
I said 20 at
You say
first, but
30?
now I'm thinking. I think if I don't have a weapon, it's around like 20 to
I'm
25.
thinking 25 is a sweet spot.
If
with
I
no
have a weapon, hey,
Yeah.
buy high.
Okay. And are they all coming at the same time? Are there
Yes.
waves of them?
No,
'Cause
It's
if there's
just
like
a
5 of them-
consistent.
I think
The
I,
first one comes, if I hit him with a good shove, he's probably taking out 6 on his way
Yeah,
back.
bowling
see,
pin style.
I think of it as like a game of zombies, like Call of Duty zombies, where you like get through the first wave and
Yeah,
then
they get crazier.
you
and
get like 10
crazier.
seconds and then the second wave comes.
Yeah.
They get crazier as the rounds
Yeah.
go on.
And then those
Then you
games
get the
normally
super
have-
8-year-old.
Yeah, the seventh round, they're like on popsicles and apple juice, and they're
Baby
just
grog.
like suckers, and they're just they got colored stains all
I was
around
gonna
their
say
mouth.
the last wave was just all full of red dye and
Yeah.
like they forgot their ADHD
You
medicine.
gotta hit them with a stick. They bite it and they eat it and spit it back out. And you're just like,
Goodness.
Rabid.
Uh,
They haven't slept in days.
how can we start wrapping this up? What's a fun way we can wrap this up?
Oh, we're done.
Aaron, well, we're at like 55
I just
minutes
started
here.
having fun.
Aaron had wanted to do a Mad Lib, but he didn't find any long ones.
Mm.
We haven't done a draft in a while,
We haven't.
and we said we were gonna do like
draft?
we
Oh.
said we were gonna do like top 5 foods that don't miss. Maybe we
Hold
should
on.
do a draft
Hold
of
on.
foods that don't. Oh, you got a list?
No, I don't have a list, but I have something we could draft if we could think of it.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay. You want to draft TV show themes,
No,
or is it too hard to come up with? them?
It's too hard for me to come up with.
off the dome.
Off the dome, it's tough.
Shout out off the dome.
Yeah,
Good guys.
shout out to them. Yeah, off the dome, it'd be kind of tough for me to come up with some.
Okay.
What else you got?
That was it.
Oh.
That was actually my topic. It wasn't gonna be the draft him. I was just gonna ask like, hey, what's your favorite TV show theme?
Oh, we can talk about it. You brought it up. Might as well.
Mm.
What's yours?
I like how y'all.
Mine. It's got to be like The Office
Okay.
for me, or Big Bang Theory. I like the Big Bang Theory theme.
All started with a big bang. That's a good one.
Fresh Prince.
That's
I'm gonna just
gotta
keep naming
be-
them until somebody else says
gotta be at the
literally
top of the list.
anything.
Oh, you can keep coming up with them.
No, I could come up with probably like the problem is I probably have 5 of them, but they also probably have the same 5.
No,
And
no,
if you're
no.
doing it, maybe not him. Him and I are gonna have similar ones, I think.
I think so. For me, it was hard because I was originally thinking like, "What's my favorite?" And I was like, "I don't know what my favorite is," but I just go back to nostalgia, and I just remember being a kid and like Gilligan's Island was the one that
Yeah.
like just jumped in my
I
head.
think like all my favorite shows all have good themes. Like I think it's part of being a good show. I think you have to have
I
a good
think
theme.
all of the cartoon themes back in the '90s and stuff, just every theme was just straight heat. Like I don't think
Yeah.
there was anything that was really a bad theme. That was a cartoon back then.
Even like Powerpuff Girls. Powderpuff? Was it Powderpuff or Powerpuff?
It was Powerpuff.
It is Powerpuff. Okay.
Powderpuff was the football.
The football. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were close
Their
though.
theme was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Bravo.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah. All of them. Didn't.
I couldn't name that one last night. We actually listened to a list of 90s cartoon themes, and I heard it, and I was like, I know this. Why do I know this? And I guessed, like, Real Monsters
Danny
or
Phantom
something.
was a banger. Gotta catch a monk 'cause he's Danny Phantom. Gotta catch a monk 'cause he's Danny Phantom. Banger.
Love it. Full House.
Rugrats.
What's the weirdest TV show theme?
Weirdest.
What's one that you're just like, it reminds you of a weird show? Or like it had a weird vibe to you?
True
I'm a
Detective-
vibe
True
guy, so
Detective
that's-
had, if I remember correctly, True Detective had some weird like little theme songs.
Yeah.
I don't know any weird ones. It's tough. It's
Oh,
a tough one.
I asked because I thought of Roseanne immediately.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
X-Files.
I'm trying to think. I started thinking of like ones I like that don't have like words, like Game of Thrones style, where it's like a cool like beat almost.
The best theme song without words definitely got to be. Is it Law and Order? Boom 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 boom. Bow 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 bow.
That's spot on. That's good.
Is there a better theme song with no words than the Law and Order theme song?
I think Game of Thrones, but
It could be Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is pretty good.
dun, dun.
See, but now y'all brought up a long time ago about podcasts that theme songs that make you, not theme songs, they're just, I guess, certain songs that make you think of something else. South Park made fun of the Game of Thrones theme song, and I cannot listen to the Game of Thrones theme song without thinking of the South Park one where there's like wiener, 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 wiener,
Yeah.
wiener.
I'm the same way.
One wiener next to another.
Not that,
wiener.
but Family Guy. So Family Guy ruined All in the Family. You probably don't even know what the hell All in the Family is, but All in the Family's theme song, Family Guy basically just adapted to make their own theme song, and it ruined it.
Interesting.
Game of Thrones is a good one.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking like no lyric theme songs. There's really.
it's not a ton. Like every HBO show doesn't have words, so
Saved by-
probably like what was The Wire is probably one that people would say, but I don't
I
know.
just started watching
Seinfeld.
this show.
Seinfeld's theme song is probably iconic. We didn't realize Seinfeld had as big of a following it did until we had our like TV show
Yeah.
tournament or
See,
whatever it was.
See, COVID let me binge watch a lot of shows that I hadn't watched in the past. Like I binge watched all the Sopranos, I binge watched all the Seinfeld, I binge watched all the Curb Your Enthusiasm. A lot of shows that I just needed stuff to kill time, and it made me realize I like that dry sense of humor. That's why I like Curb and Seinfeld a lot. But
Okay, cool. The name.
Saved
Shout out to
Saved by
Danny.
the Bell. It's alright.
I thought you were gonna start from the beginning. I was excited.
How's that?
No one can hear you.
Any other topic? I have one more kind of.
What you got?
And I may get a lot of slack for this, but I think that beach vacations are the most overrated of the vacations.
You could leave if you need to. If you wanted to fight.
Absolutely, we've talked about this before. I agree, 2,000,000%.
I think that going to the beach for a day or two, great. Dedicating a whole week to a beach vacation, I just don't. I don't get it. Now, if you go and you're doing other stuff and the beach is kind of like a day or two out of the thing, that's different. But like literally going to the beach under a tent and just sitting in the sand and then for a whole week, that's just my ADD won't let me.
I think 85% of husbands would say beach trips suck.
Yeah.
Because we are the ones that have to drag the fucking ice chest, drag all the stuff, the wagons, whatever. The kids don't want to walk on the sand all the way there, so you got to carry the kids. It's too much. It's too much. Sand is annoying. There ain't much things on earth more annoying than sand.
Okay. What is your preferred vacation since the beach is overrated?
Anywhere with a theme park.
Okay.
It literally anywhere.
I just need somewhere that I'm going to be doing multiple things.
Here I'm with you though.
That's why I said the beach is fine if it's like you're there for, say you're in Key West or you're in somewhere for a week.
Key
and
West
you're like
doesn't have beaches, but yeah.
a couple beach. I mean, technically is its own little beach, but it's like anywhere that you can spend a day or two on the beach. That's fine. But then you're like, hey, this day we're just gonna go out and do this. This day we're gonna go do this. And it kind of mixes in.
This might be kind of a hot take. I'm more of a like people always post like, oh, when they go on vacation, they just don't want to do anything. Like they just want to relax. I want to be a busybody like on vacation. I'm not somebody that likes to sit in one place for a long time. So like when we go, I'm fine with going to the beach, but when you want to stay there for like 4+ hours, I'm like, nah, we gotta go. I gotta go do literally anything else. Like I don't want to stay in one spot.
Especially if it's in a different city, you can do stuff that you wouldn't be able to do in your own place.
Even when we go to like Vegas, like we go to one bar. I'm like, I don't want to stay here for 4 hours. I want to go somewhere else. We can go do the same thing at somewhere else, but I can't stay in one spot. Like I'm in a city that I don't go to often. I don't want to stay in one spot. I want to explore it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've heard people say like Vegas, you should only spend like 3 days max there, and I feel like that's almost the same vibe as the beach thing. It's like there's only so much to do out there before you're doing the same thing. You're like, all right, let me go to the 16th casino and beach. It's like I don't know. I just can't dedicate a whole week to a beach, and it's getting summertime, so I'm seeing a lot of people do that.
I think the way to do the beach, you can go for a week. You can like start your mornings at the beach. A couple hours at the beach, start your morning, get your tan, get a couple drinks in, whatever you want to do. And then from there you go do your day. Whatever. I even like hanging out on the beach at night. So even if you want to like go close the night out on the beach and just kind of relax with a couple drinks or whatever, that's fine. But I can't. The problem is doing like 4 or 5 hour like stints on a beach. It's too much, especially when you start talking about bringing kids.
The beach isn't for kids. That's a hot take. It's like I don't think I want to go on a beach trip with a bunch of kids. Honestly, like I would take my kids, but I think if I did take my kids to a beach trip, they're going to be at the pool at whatever resort we're at. Like they're not going to be on the beach. That's miserable. Yeah. For me, the beach isn't 4 or 5 hours of just laying around. Like there are some weirdos that do that, but like that's not what I'm trying to do. I love being on the beach and like, yeah, you sit for like an hour. Maybe you go in the water for like an hour. But most of it is just like drinking beer and playing cornhole.
But you got to
listen to music.
You got to have the right group with you. Like if you go with the wrong group, that's like I just want to hang out and relax, and then you're like the only one that wants to be. You're kind of saying what I'm saying. You want to be a little bit busy on the beach.
Yeah, but I don't want to like leave. I don't need to go.
But you're not just sitting in one spot. Is my point. Like you're getting up, you want to do things.
It depends.
Like if you told me we were going to the beach for the day, but we were gonna play like some beach volleyball and some cornhole, I'd be like, hell yeah, let's go.
You bring all those things with you. That's
right,
a part
but
of
you gotta have the group with you that wants to.
Sounds like you go with the wrong groups.
It might be. It might be.
Like I said, I'm fine with a beach for a day or two. Dedicating an entire vacation, like a whole week's worth of vacation, I'm like, I feel like there's other ways to.
It's fine. It depends on where you are too. There are some towns like I would not go to like Gulf Shores for a week. Right. That is a waste of time.
Yeah.
Also, I wouldn't go to Gulf Shores for the beach, so there's no reason to go there. But if you're talking like Destin or like somewhere that's like really pretty, like you don't have to go on the beach the whole time. It's more about the small town beach vibes that are really cool. Like you could pop around from like this bar to this restaurant to like this coffee shop in the morning. Like there's all these different little cool things to do. People are riding around on their golf carts everywhere. You got Coach O sweating his butt off, running down the sidewalk, like just good
I think
vibes.
that's why like Miami's been one of my favorite trips because like the beach is there. Like it's just there. And you walk around Miami basically dressed for the beach all the time. but you can go on the beach for a little bit and then just walk right off, go do a bunch of stuff, and if you
Yeah.
want to go right back, you go
That's
back.
Destin has been my favorite beach trip on 30A. The spot we stayed was just so cool. Like first of all, the beach was beautiful. It wasn't like a dirty beach. It was like a beautiful like blue water beach. And then like literally right off the beach, you walk across the street. There's this really cool bar that had like great food, and then there's like this brunch spot over here, and there's this whole like little area that has like all these different bars and restaurants, and we had this really nice house that we were staying at. Like it was cool. It was good vibes.
Yeah.
That was not where we were. That was at Crab Island.
Yeah, I mean, we had a good when we went. Like just like my wife and we weren't. I don't think any of us were married at the time, but we did like a couples trip. Him and his now wife, and me and my now wife. It was fun, but like we didn't stay on the beach all day.
Yeah.
We just hung out on the beach for a little while, and then we went out at night. We had some drinks and went shopping or whatever during the day.
Yeah.
You just stay busy. I just can't stay on the beach all day long.
I don't think anyone is actually. Well, I guess some people are. Some people just lay out. I don't
Yeah.
get those people.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I'm
And I
not
think
trying to bake.
That's more of my gripe. Just like people, just like you can spend all day under a tent. They're just reading
And
books
literally,
and they
like-
take naps and they literally just sit there all day. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
How can you?
Yeah.
You could sleep in your room.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
I also don't, like I just said, I don't get the people that just lay out and tan either. I get you want to have a tan, but like you could do that anywhere.
Yeah, you're on
But
vacation and
you
you're
don't
just
have
gonna tan.
to. That's the thing people don't understand. Like, you don't have to just be laid out to get a tan. Like, if I get a tan cutting my grass.
Yeah.
You're like, you don't have to be just laid out doing nothing.
It's not even though. It's not an even tan. You don't get to flip. It's not like a rotisserie chicken style, where it's like
Yeah. I mean, if you're mowing, you're coming back the other way.
you're gonna lay down while you're mowing. Just shimmy
Yeah, but if
along.
the sun's here, and then you turn, then you get your back, then you turn
Yeah.
back, and you get your face.
What
then
about
you
your
turn.
calves? Your toes? Handstand while you're cutting the grass. That's good. That feels safe.
Actually, like you're in battle.
It is.
There you go. Now you're losing hands,
Yeah, now
fingers.
we're all coming back.
Those things that are exploding are really taking off
I
parts of
know.
your body at that point.
I know. It's a dangerous place, they say. Some people say that mowing the grass is a dangerous place.
A spider on the wall. It was a spider. We're doing a Mad Lib.
Give me an adjective.
Shit. I don't know what an adjective is right now. My brain went blank. Descriptive.
Yeah, something-
No, adverb is no. Adjective.
no, it's like
is-
slimy.
yeah. Adjective is descriptive. Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. Well, you guys have said slimy and sexy, so I'm gonna go smelly.
Smelly.
Let's go. I'm okay with smelly. Let's go.
Enter a plural noun.
Strippers.
Titties.
Titties.
Titties is a noun.
Titties
They
is.
are a thing.
We're going
Titties
titties.
is definitely doing titties. Give me another plural noun.
We'll go strippers.
Strippers.
She said strippers. We'll go strippers.
Give me another plural noun.
What the heck?
We got one more plural noun. after this.
Balls.
Balls.
I was gonna say children.
Oh Jesus.
When we do children.
Two children.
Children.
Children sounds like it could be funnier.
Give me a noun.
One noun.
Another noun.
Daddy.
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 Give me an adverb.
Oh.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly.
That's good.
Give me and then the last one. Give me another noun.
Man. What?
Tree.
Tree?
Tree. That's fine.
Tree.
very funny.
Tree it is. No, not tree.
He said not very funny. I want to go with something funnier, but I don't know what's gonna be funnier.
Cocaine.
There you go.
There you go. It's as funny as it gets. Let's see.
That's a noun.
It's a noun.
It's a thing.
All right. How should I read this normal?
Just
Should I-
read it.
You just
Read
read
it.
it. However you feel the need to read it, read it.
Okay, this one is instructions for the babysitter. All right. All right. The boys can watch an hour of smelly television before turning off the titties in their room. Make sure they do not watch any violent strippers or adult balls. If there are any children's, do not identify yourself as the daddy sitter. Take a message. Write it quickly on the cocaine provided.
Okay.
All right. The beginning was funny.
Appreciate you guys having me back on. I love coming on here talking to you guys. And, maybe next time we'll come up with a game that Patty will definitely understand.
So tell me about the Pirates.
I'm a Pittsburgh guy. Shout out Paul Skeens.
That's it. We're done.
Busey.
We out.
Bye.